Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today's video is going to be a little bit different because I'm gonna do something I've never done before. I'm gonna try sketching with acrylic paint. Just because I feel a little out of touch with my realism at the moment, I need to get a little bit better. I've long wanted to get into landscapes, but I really suck, and I just don't feel like I have the courage to start on a big canvas. So that's why I bought this little canvas pad. Um, so I can paint in here, and I'm just gonna make little mini paintings because like the smaller the easier. So yeah, I'm gonna start out that way and see if I can't get myself going with this. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's probably gonna be horrible, but I'm gonna drag you guys along with me, so enjoy. So today, while you guys are watching me paint, I am going to try my very best to talk about the topic that I picked out for today's conversation in my really long ramble video where I just talk on and on and on and drive you guys insane. Uh, okay, I have a lot of weird in me today, guys. I apologize on like I can't words. I can't words today, and I can't contain myself. I'm being weird, and it's because I'm in kind of a little bit of an art funk, I believe. I've fallen into that hole. It's so annoying. It happens so often. But that's exactly why I want to talk to you guys today about bad art. Don't we all just hate bad art? Like, seriously, I hate it. When I fail at something I know I should be able to do, that's the worst. Like, when I fail at drawing realism, that really hurts my soul. That's like, oh my god, how can I fail? Realism is where I started. It's my comfort zone. It's the easy thing. It's the easy thing for me to do. So, how can I fail at it? And I recently did fail very hard. Uh, right after I did these little landscape paintings, actually. Um, I tried to do I'm actually I want to do a realism piece, a portrait of my own dogs. I want to do a portrait of Kyo and Marco. And I was sketching on Kyo, and I am gonna share it with you guys on Instagram so you can see what I mean. It just looks so awful. It looks god awful. It doesn't even look like a dog. I don't even know what it looks like. It looks awful. Um, And yeah, and that's when I kind of started to realize that, oh my God, that's not right. And so I tried again. It didn't get better. I tried doing some figure drawing. I tried doing manga drawings, and I've tried a lot of stuff, and it's not getting better. It just looks awful, and it's horrible. And and like I said, I hate that. I hate doing bad art. It's so annoying. I get very frustrated at myself. And I don't believe that I should. That's the thing, and it's really hard to control your feelings and your thoughts. Unfortunately, I'm a worrier. I wish I could shut my thoughts off just for a while because they worry about all sorts of ridiculous stuff that I have no control over, and it's really just a lot of wasted time and energy. Um, but I do, and that's just the way it is. But I'm gonna try to make it better, and I'm gonna try to make it better by not worrying about this at all. And that's what I want to share with you guys today. I'm not gonna worry about my bad art. Yeah, and I hope that I can make you guys feel the same way, that you shouldn't worry about your bad art because it happens to everybody. I do believe so. I don't believe there's anybody who's perfect and who does perfect art all the time. No way, Jose. Okay, that's incredible. That's wow. Anyway, I don't believe that anybody can go through life without doing bad art. Well, if they're artists, that is, or in any way interested in painting and or drawing. I'm not making any sense today. I apologize. Um, but bad art happens to everyone, and I think it's so funny how I am so scared of it, how I freak out at the sign of trouble. It's like, oh my God, I'm losing my ability to draw realism. I should freak out. Like, no, I'm not losing anything. Everybody does bad art. Everybody has a bad art day. Sometimes it's a day, sometimes it's a month where it's just all crap. Sorry. But that's just the way it is. That's the way it is for me. And for me, most of the time, the best I can do is to relax and not think about it and just take a break, watch some Netflix, watch some of my series, complain about how bad they are. Yeah, that's my thing. I complain about things constantly. I'm really annoying in real life. Anyway, um, but yeah, I don't believe it's good to freak out. You shouldn't freak out about it. It's understandable, and I freak out about it too. But I don't believe we should. I think bad art is something that needs to happen. I think it's just it's necessary almost. I do believe that kind of. I have noticed with myself that when I get into a period where I do really bad art, it's because my art is evolving. And it's that ugly middle stage, like a painting or a drawing. When you're in that ugly middle stage where, it starts out looking pretty good, then you do something, it looks absolutely awful, but then you keep going, and then in the end, it looks really great. It's that middle stage that's so ugly that's happening to me right now. I do believe that. I mean, sometimes you can just have a bad day where nothing works. And then the next day you draw fine again. But if you're in a longer period where your art is just not working for you, I do believe it's because you are evolving as an artist, and that's a good thing. And that's a reason why you shouldn't be, no matter what, you should never be afraid of bad art. You should never be ashamed of it. The only time we fail as artists if we don't do art at all. That is the only time an artist can fail, is if they fail to put down paint or pencil or whatever on their paper. Like, that is the way to fail if you don't try. That is the only way you can fail. Doing bad art is good because at least you're doing something. And let's have fun with it. Like, why fear bad art? I think we should be proud of bad art, actually. And I'm going to start by being proud of my bad art. And I hope I can encourage you guys to do the same and be the same and be more fearless, because we are our own worst critics. The only one who gives me crap about my art is me. I'm the only one who looks at something and goes like, "Oh, you could have definitely done that better. That's so amateur." It's like, "Oh my God, that color is so ugly." I go all mean girl on myself, and other artists are like, "Oh, that's really good, and that looks nice, and that's an interesting color palette," or they're like, "Maybe it's a little dark, but it's pretty cool." Like, other artists are so much more accepting. I make mistakes on my art all the time, and I give myself crap about it, and it's mistakes that another person won't even notice. It's just because the idea that I had is not the exact same thing as what I put onto the paper, and other people don't know that. So relax a little and give yourself some slack, and don't be afraid of doing a bad job at it. Don't be afraid of doing something that doesn't look good to you. That's okay. And it's just, you got to try out to learn new things. You got to try out new things. And when you're trying out something new, odds are you're going to be pretty bad at it to begin with. And that's okay. The only way to avoid being bad at something is by not doing it at all. And that's when we truly fail. That's when we truly fail at life, is if we don't do anything at all. I don't know if this is making any sense, but I hope it is. And I have definitely been holding myself back from doing landscape paintings for the longest time. I absolutely adore landscape paintings. I think they are so beautiful. Landscape paintings always make me happy. They make me feel calm and comfortable, and just, I love landscape paintings. They're so wonderful. And for the longest time, I've wanted to learn how to do it myself, but I've been putting myself down and telling myself that I'm not good enough, that I don't know how to, I don't even know where to start. Um, and that's been holding me back, even though it's pretty obvious where to start. You start by dipping your freaking brush into the paint and then put some on the freaking canvas. That's it. That's how you get started. It's as simple as that. It's just me being in my own head and being afraid of doing bad art. Doing a bad landscape painting is something I've been scared of, and that's ridiculous. Um, so oh God, I totally lost my train of thought. But yeah, I've been holding myself back because I didn't want to do bad art. But I need to do bad art if I want to learn how to do this, and I really, really do. And so I'm gonna share. This is my first attempt, guys, unedited. This is raw. This is my very first landscape paintings attempts, and I wanted to share with you guys. I have a few in watercolor that I did in my previous sketchbook. I don't know. Yeah, they're half-hearted attempts, but I'm gonna share them with you guys. They're freaking ugly, but I want to show them to you, and I want to tell you I'm actually proud of them, because they are bringing me closer to my goal. Whenever I do a bad art piece of a landscape, I'm getting closer to doing a good art piece of a landscape. That's where I want to go with this. And that's why I think we should all be proud of our bad art, because whenever we do bad artwork, we are improving and we are setting ourselves up for success on our next piece because we are learning from it, and we are courageous enough to look past the bad and look at where we want to go. We are ready to do bad art, to hopefully sometime in the future achieve really awesome, great, amazing artworks that are going to inspire other people. um, and so therefore, be proud of bad artwork. And I'm going to start being proud of my bad artwork. And I'm not kidding when I tell you guys right now, I cannot draw right now. Well, I can. It looks awful though. And I know there are a lot of talk about art block or art funks or whatever the heck people call them. There are lots of YouTubers, lots of big YouTube artists that have given their opinions on the matter. Some have even said that there's no such thing. It's just people being lazy. I believe there are as many different versions of art block and experiences of art block as there are artists in the world. We are all individuals. We all experience different things differently, and for me, art block is not about being uninspired. It's not about being lazy. It's just most of the time an art block for me is when I'm evolving as an artist, and I it's my brain processing basically the new information that I've learned. And during that process, everything I do looks awful, and it's okay because it means I'm going to be better once it's over. I just need to go through it. And a lot of bad art happens during those periods. And you know what? That's pretty freaking awesome because at least I'm putting something down. And yeah, so I'm actually hoping that maybe you guys will help me start I don't know, a campaign for bad art. I am definitely going to upload all of my bad sketches. I'm going to upload some bad landscape watercolor paintings from my previous sketchbook. And I'm going to put it under the hashtag bad art. If you guys have a better idea, maybe proud of bad art. I don't know, that's pretty long. But yeah, let's make a hashtag out of it. Let's make this a thing. Let's make a freaking campaign for people to be proud of their bad artwork and share it with each other because I do believe it's going to make us better. And this is my first attempt of acrylic paintings of landscapes, and they're not perfect. They're not great, especially the last one. I was a little too tired on that. I did this in the middle of the night, guys. I'm sorry. I'm a night owl. Um, the last one is definitely an example of where I should have gone to bed instead, but I still did it, and I'm proud of all of them. And I really wanted to share this with you guys. Raw, unedited, uncut footage, only sped up a little, but you see all my mistakes, all of my little fixes, and yeah. And isn't that so satisfying watching that tape get pulled off? Like, oh God, oh, so good. Um, but yeah, also, before I forget, I don't think I've mentioned this, but my reference photos that I use for this comes from paintmyphoto.com, which is a free website, and all the photos in there are royalty free. All you gotta do is sign up and you can use it, and it's freaking awesome. I just want to mention it if there are any of you that out there that are interested in, getting some reference photos. And yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you guys will share your bad art with me and share your thoughts on this subject in the comments down below. And yeah, I hope to hear from you guys, and I will see you next week for hopefully some decent artwork, though. I mean, I want to share my bad, but also really want to share some good artwork. But yeah, until then, bye!